This week in Undercover Boss, we're going into my company, Battery and Light Bulb Co., to find out how hard the most important people of my company are working. This week, I went undercover as my own intern to see how the people of my company are in their meetings.
Oh geez guys, I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm Mr. Smith's new intern.
I make a pretty convincing woman, don't I? I didn't even shave that day.
Well, I see here that we need to add 10,500 batteries to our new production. Stop it there.
Look at them. It's like they don't even know where they're working. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know their own job.
So, I see here that Mr. Smith says that it has a mean of 50 hours and a standard deviation of 6. What does that mean?
Well, the standard deviation is the difference between the number of hours a battery can last.
And the mean is the sum over the sample size.
So Mr. Smith wants us to figure out how many of the 10,500 bulbs will be expected to last less than 31 hours.
Oh, would you look at that curve? I'm such a good artist as well.
So to figure out what is to be expected, we have to use our standard equation to figure out our z-score.
It's almost like I was teaching another math class to the professionals who work under me.
Now we have to substitute for our variable, put our data point in, which is 31, subtract our mean, which is 50, and divide that by our standard deviation of 6. Once we finish the equation, it gives us a z-score of negative 3.16. Once we have that, if you turn to the back of your company books, you should be able to find your area.
0.008.
But at least somebody knew what they were doing.
So if it's 0.008, we want to multiply that by our total to give us the number of batteries. This equals 8.4. But obviously, since we can't have 0.4 of a battery, we round that down to 8. So 8 batteries will be estimated to come out of our total.
I was expecting some laughs at the 0.4 of a battery joke, but nobody really got it. Let's see if they're any better the next day at the next meeting.
Hey everybody, so this is our latest feedback from our last monthly shipment of 30 light bulbs.
Well, as you may have been able to tell, it was Casual Friday on the meeting the day before, but from the way the people are dressed, you may have thought that it was Casual Saturday, how they were dressed. It was so unprofessional.
We have an awesome confidence interval, everybody!
Oh, what's a confidence interval?
He was the perfect employee yesterday. He answered all the questions, but today it's like he doesn't even know what he's doing. In this line of work, everyone should know what a confidence interval is.
It is a range of values where your specified value lies between it.
So, like, light bulbs have a specific value?
Of course we aren't calculating a value, we're calculating the lifetime of the light bulb. That's not what our company is about. We're not doing the money, we're doing the math.
We have a very high confidence level of 95%, so that means 19 times out of 20, our confidence interval should be between 932 and 1072 hours.
So what's our confidence interval then?
Didn't he just ask that?
It is a range of values where your specified value lies between it.
Find our standard deviation, so can everyone please pull out your calculators?
I asked these people to pull out their calculators and do some simple math that they should know how to do in this job. But those two goofs on the right, they're just slacking off. That's no respect. I'll have to talk to their mothers.
So first you're gonna go into your stats button and you're gonna click enter to edit. It's gonna come up with your L1 and L2 columns, and you're gonna fill in your L1 column with all of this information. Then we wanna go and click enter again and go back to our stats page and go back to calculate it. Then it will come up, and since I have already done that, I get my standard deviation of 68.45. But we will round that up to 68.45.
Well, those 2 meetings were a flop. I think I'm gonna have to fire everyone. Thanks for tuning in this week. See you next time.